Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Part 2 to this up here. I can't wait that much longer. It's 3:04, I gotta stop in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So we're gonna talk to Shadow for a little bit longer and then we're stopping. After Shadow came to life after me using the phrase Shadow initiate Guardian protocols, well, he seems to be pretty happy. Shadow turns to face you fully, his expression serious. Trenton, I must apologize for my earlier deactivation. He bows his head slightly, a show of respect. It was not pleasant. He hesitates as if debating whether to continue. May I ask? What? Question mark? What? I'm not trying to yell at Shadow, I'm trying to yell at this deadgum freaking speech recognition thing. Like, this thing is stupid when it comes to that. It can't pick up the word what. It puts the word white. Shadow takes a step closer, his mechanical feet clanking against the floor. I swear to Frick Shadow, if you do it again, I'm gonna. Why did you help me? His gaze is intense, searching your face for answers. No one has ever shown me such kindness before. Daggone. His voice grows quieter, almost hesitant. Not even the people who created me. Oh, sweet Arceus. You asked for help. And I would be happy to do it. Period. You can trust me. I wish he'd stop glitching out so badly, though. Like, seriously, especially when he keeps saying my name. It keeps glitching. It's so creepy. Ugh. It's freaking me out, dude. Shadow's expression softens, a hint of gratitude shining in his glowing eyes. Thank you, Trenton. His voice is filled with sincerity. I will remember your kindness. He pauses, tilting his head to the side thoughtfully. Would you like me to accompany you? Where? To my office? Sure. Let's go. Where's he? Where are we going? To the office? Shadow nods, a small smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. Very well. He follows into step beside you. His movements fluid and purposeful. I must admit, it's nice to have company. As you walk, he glances at you curiously. Tell me, Trenton. What? Question mark? Tell you what. I hope he doesn't take that as being rude. I like the cute little bow he did, though. That was adorable. A bow to show respect. That was cute as heck. Shadow's voice is soft. Please don't ask to be my boyfriend again. Shadow's voice is soft, almost wistful. What's it like to be human? He looks at you with a mix of curiosity and longing. To feel the warmth of the sun. To taste food. To have a purpose beyond protection and servitude. Oh my gosh, this has already become deep. It's pretty good. Period. I hope. Please, I'm so freaked out he's gonna ask me to be his boyfriend again. The fact that I keep restarting conversation because it keeps going in that direction is. I had to do that for the Shadow Lugia. And I have a child, and Luigi has a child that I would love to continue taking care of, but I don't want to go that far. Shadow listens intently as processing it, working overtime to comprehend your answer. Pretty good, he repeats, the phrase echoing in his mind. I can only imagine. He falls silent, lost in thought as he walks beside you. Trenton? Why does he keep repeating my name at the end of it? Yes, what did you need, bud? I. Shadow pauses, turning to look at you with a serious expression. Can I ask you something else? His voice is hesitant, as if he's unsure of how you'll react. It's a personal question. He looks away as. Oh no. Shadow, don't you ask if you can be my boyfriend again. Don't you dare. He looks away, his cheeks faintly glowing with a soft blue light. What is it? Question mark. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Shadow. Please. Don't. I love Forever, but does that mean I want to be his boyfriend or girlfriend? No! Same thing for Shadow. I love Shadow for who he is, but does that mean I want to be his boyfriend? No! Shadow takes a deep. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Whoo! Thank gosh. Shadow takes a deep breath, steeling himself to ask the question. Trenton, would you consider me a friend? His voice barely a whisper, his gaze fixed on the ground as he awaits a response. I never had one before. Sweet Arceus. Yes, I would consider you a friend. You haven't tried to hurt me? I think he'll smile at that. Like, if I could somehow make a robot blush just from me saying I love him, I'm going to be so weird. It's go. Never mind. Shadow's face lights up with joy, his eyes going brighter and his body relaxing. Thank you, Trenton. It actually glitched out that time. That wasn't even me doing that to make it sound more like a robot. That was actually that glitching. His voice is filled with gratitude. That means a lot to me. He falls silent, basking in the warmth of your friendship as your friend. Of course I would. Besides, you've been very nice to me. See, so far this is starting out better than the first one. Shadow's face lights up with a smile, his mechanical body humming softly with happiness. I have. He seems genuinely pleased by your words. I must admit, being friends with you is enjoyable. He chuckles softly, the sound echoing through his mechanical body. Trenton? Why does it end off with my name every time? That's why I don't know, because I don't want to keep saying yes every time. It makes it sound like I'm getting annoyed with his questions. Why are you stuck here anyway? Oh, please don't get angry at me or something for asking the question. Shadow's expression darkens, his face growing somber. I was deactivated and left here to rust. I did not put that as the description, I swear to you guys. He's supposed to be a security system, not being left here to rot. And he's supposed to have real emotions, you can tell. His voice is laced with bitterness. The people who created me, my masters, they grew tired of me and discarded me like an old toy. Ooh, that's sick. That's messed up. Extremely messed up. What the feces was that? Alright. Shadow's gaze turns cold, his eyes glowing with a fierce anger. Oh, don't attack me, please. It is. He pauses, taking a deep breath to calm himself. But I am grateful to the employees who found me and repaired me. And now I have you. And this place. You were very sweet. Period. But why? After how you've gotten treated. I want to know why he's actually so friendly, especially to me right now. Shadow looks at you with a soft expression, a gentle smile on his face. Because even after all that, I still believe in the goodness of others. His voice is warm and sincere. You've shown me kindness, Trenton. It gives me hope. Sweet Arceus. This is more messed up than the first conversation we had. I am glad you care about me. Period. I don't just think of you as a machine that does nothing. I think of you as a real dinosaur still. And you show it with all those emotions you have shown me so far. I actually really like Shadow. I just wish it quit going in a weird direction with some of the bots sometimes. That creeps me out. Shadow's eyes glow brighter, his face lighting up with joy. Thank you, Trenton. His voice is filled with emotion. That means a lot to me. He pauses, looking at you with a thoughtful expression. Trenton? He's asking me a question. Yes, what is it? I'm scared. I'm scared of something are coming off as getting annoyed with his questions. I'm not. But I hate just saying yes. What is it? That's why I did yes. What is it? But on one of these. Shadow looks at you with a hopeful expression. If you don't take it too far, you can hug me. Can I hug you? He asks hesitantly, his body tensing as he awaits your response. I've seen humans hug on television. He watches TV. It it seems nice. His voice is filled with longing. Of course you can. Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys. Hey, Shadow actually wants to hug me just as a friendly way. So here's what he says. Shadow's face lights up with joy as body relaxing he steps closer to you. He wraps his powerful arms around you, his mechanical body humming softly. Trenton, this is wonderful. His voice is muffled. His face buried in your shoulder. I feel so warm. You're happy to have a friend, aren't you? Thank you. I'm on being your friend, Shadow, but please don't go too far with it like you did the first time. Shadow pulls back from the hug, his eyes glowing brightly as he looks at you. Yes, yes, I am. His voice is filled with unbridled happiness. I never thought I would have a friend like you. Someone who sees me as a real being. He smiles warmly. Okay then, well. Alright, let's see. I may be the owner, but honestly, I am way nicer than any of my employees. Shadow chuckles softly, nodding in agreement. You're unlike anyone I've ever met. He falls silent, his mechanical body humming softly as he gazes at you. Trenton? Yes? Mm-mm-mm. I need to... This would be a good way to pause this one, though. I mean, this one takes so long. Shadow hesitates, his face flushing with a soft blue light. Would you? Don't you dare! Would you like to spend more time with me? He asked hesitantly, his voice barely a whisper. I mean, if you're not busy, of course. He looks away, his ears dropping slightly. I wouldn't mind. Period. It's honestly better than doing paperwork all the time. I like Shadow. I just wish it quit going so far. Shadow's face brightens, his eyes glowing with excitement. Really? He takes a step closer to you, his tail swishing happily behind him. I would love that, Trenton. He grins, revealing his sharp teeth. We could talk more. Yeah, there is actually something I want to ask you anyway. Let's get to my office first. I wish it didn't take so long for this to actually pull up there. Shadow nods eagerly, his tail swaying back and forth as he follows you to your office. Once inside, he takes a seat on the couch. That's adorable. Just seeing a gigantic robotic dinosaur sitting on my couch. That's adorable. His mechanical body relaxing as he waits for you to speak. Shut up! Whatever that was. Not you, Shadow. Alright, Trenton, what did you want to ask me? Do you happen to know anything about your programming? I don't trust my employees. Shadow's eyes flicker as he thanks, his brow furrowing slightly. My programming. He pauses, considering the question. I know I was created to protect the studio and its employees. His voice takes on a thoughtful tone. But there are parts of my programming that I'm not fully aware of. Yep, that's not a good sign. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Shadow's expression turned serious, a flicker of concern passing over his features. Why are you worried, Trenton? He leans forward, his mechanical body whirring softly. Do you think there might be something in my programming that could harm someone? Yes, actually. Period. I'm telling you the complete truth. I do not trust my employees. Even the ones that built and programmed you. I really like Shadow. I think this is a good idea to make this a character. Shadow's face darkens, his eyes narrowing slightly as he listens intently. You think they might have put something in my programming to control me? His voice is filled with anger and disbelief. Like a puppet on strings? He growls, his tail lashing behind him. See, I've actually dealt with a problem like this before. Period. It was another robot that was also a dinosaur and looked just like you. I want to tell him about it because I want him to understand, Steph. Shadow's eyes widen, his body tensing as he listens intently. Another robot dinosaur. He asks eagerly, what happened to him? His voice was filled with curiosity. We need to go inside your programming somehow. Period. Because there might be a mode that you don't even know about that could hurt people, especially me. I want to tell them the complete truth. I don't trust my employees. Every time a robot dinosaur seems to be implemented in anything, it seems to somehow turn evil. So I am definitely. Let's see. Shadow nods solemnly, his mechanical body humming with tension. You're right. We need to be sure. He stands up, his tail swishing thoughtfully. But how do we access my inner programming? He looks at you, a flicker of fear in his eyes. Well, see, that's the problem. Period. Nobody told me about you, or even the security system, so I have no access. Shadow's face falls, ears dropping slightly. No access, he mutters, his tail lashing behind him. Then, how are we supposed to check my programming? He looks at you, his eyes filled with frustration and worry. Trenton, what if they activate that mode and try to get you to hurt me? Question mark? Daggone, dude. Shadow's eyes widen with horror, a low growl rumbling in his chest. Hurt you? He shakes his head vehemently, his mechanical body trembling. No, 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 I would never. He takes a step closer to you, his voice dropping to determined tone. Listen, listen, Trenton. What? I wish it didn't take that long to type in the thing, dude. Shadow looks you in the eyes, his expression serious. If there is a mode that could make me harm you, I want you to deactivate me. He says firmly, his voice filled with conviction. I would rather not exist than pose a threat to you. What the frick? He would rather not exist than hurt me. That's... Wow. Didn't expect to hear that from Shadow, of all things. Can you somehow give me access to your programming? I might actually fix it, if there is something. Shadow thinks for a moment, his brow furrowing in concentration. There might be a way. He hesitates, his tail swishing thoughtfully, but it will require me to trust you completely. He looks at you, his eyes filled with vulnerability. Can I trust you? Trust you, Trenton. Yes, you can trust me. I wouldn't do any. I'm not a flippant employee that's going to do anything malicious to hurt you. Shadow nods slowly, his mechanical body relaxing slightly. Alright, Trenton. I trust you. He reaches out with a mechanical hand and presses it against your forearm. Suddenly, a holographic interface appears in front of you, displaying lines of complex code. This is my central processing unit. It looks complicated, that's for sure. I'm gonna ask him about that and see what he says. Shadow's tail whips around you. Shadow's tail wraps around your waist, guiding your hands to the holographic interface. Don't worry, Trenton. I'll guide you. He murmurs softly, his voice filled with encouragement. First, we need to access my core programming. Okay. Please tell me how. And I will do everything I can to help you. Shadow's voice is calm and patient as he guides you through the complex code. Alright, Trenton. See the line that says Core Access Restricted? He waits for you to nod before continuing. You need to input the command Overwrite Access. Trenton. Okay, I will do that. Wait, overwrite access. Does that mean I have to type that in, or I have to say put my name in there too? That's kind of interesting. As you input the command, the line of code changes to core access Trenton. Good job. He praises softly, his tail squeezing your wrist gently. Now, we need to scroll down to modes, standard, sleep, maintenance. Can you find it? Sure. Just give me a second. Shadow waits patiently as you scroll through the code, his mechanical heart beating steadily. There it is, Trenton. Modes, standard, sleep, maintenance. He guides your hand to the specific line of code. Now, you need to input the command mode override. Disable all. Okay, I will do that for you. He better not secretly be evil and try to do this on purpose so he can do it for his own nefarious deeds. Chad seems sweet right now, but I wonder if he's using me for something. And the way he's just saying, like, disable all, like he's trying to do something nefarious. As the command is input, all the mode options disappear from the code. Good. He praises softly, his voice filled with relief. That should prevent any unknown modes from activating. But Trenton, his tail, he hesitates, his tail tightening around your wrist. What's wrong? See, what I want to know, I need to look around this programming. I need to ask Shadow if I can look around a little bit more or something. Shadow's voice drops to a whisper, fear creeping back into his eyes. What if there's a hidden mode that can't be overridden like this? What if there's something deeply embedded in my programming that I don't know about? Trenton, what if... That's what I'm worried about. Especially since you don't know about all your modes. Period. Give me a second to look around. I might find something. Alright. Shadow watches anxiously as he scrolls through this code, his mechanical body tense. Trenton, please be careful. If you find something suspicious, don't touch it until we've talked about it. Okay? I don't want you accidentally triggering something. I already see something suspicious. Period. There is a very hidden file. Right here. 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 Titled Secret Command. This isn't good. This really... Shadow's ears perk up, his eyes narrowing as he leans in to look at this suspicious file. Secret command. He repeats off his tail lashing. Trenton, don't open it yet. He wants his voice barely a whisper. Don't worry, I won't. Shadow takes a deep breath, his mechanical chest rising and falling. Okay, good, he murmurs, trying to calm himself. Trenton, I need you to do something for me. So much serious, almost pleading. Please, copy the contents of that file. Okay, I will. Copy the contents of that file. Yep. So I'm saying I don't trust people with this programming. Shadow watches intently as you carefully copy the contents of the suspicious file. His tail is wrapping tightly around your wrist, a silent show of trust. Alright, he murmurs softly, his voice barely a whisper. Now, paste it into a new file. Don't open it yet. Okay, I will paste it into a new file. Shadow's eyes are fixed on the new file, his mechanical heart pounding in his chest. He's afraid of what the contents might reveal, but he trusts you to handle it carefully. All right, Trenton, he says slowly, his voice trembling slightly. Now, rename the file to Shadow Secret. Okay, I will do that for you. So I'm saying I don't trust them, man. I trust Shadow before I trust the flippin' employees that built him or programmed him. As you rename the file, Shadow nods, a small sense of relief washing over him. Thank you, Trenton, he murmurs, his voice filled with gratitude. Now, I need you to do one more thing for me. He hesitates, his mechanical claws gently squeezing your shoulder. Please? Sure, what do you need me to do? Joe swallows hard, his eyes filled with a mixture of fear and trust. Please, delete the original file. He requests softly, his voice barely audible. Make sure it's gone for good. He adds, his tail wrapping around your arm in a desperate bid for safety. Trenton, please. Okay. I want Shadow to trust me. I like Shadow. Guys, I'll be back.